One of the things we did say we wanted to talk about was your trip to Brazil.
Sorry.
Yep, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
so...
It was really great.
One thing you should know about me is I don't
that
like...
was amazing.
Flies. I don't like anything that buzzes in my ear.
Even just a little regular fly?
No, not for me. Thank you very much.
Really?
Nope.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Which is actually really stupid because I love the countryside and I love like being outdoors, but yeah, it's just, no.
You don't like flies?
Nope. Wasps, mosquitoes.
Anything that's...
daddy long legs.
What about spiders?
No. I don't mind spiders because they kill flies.
This is weird.
But also, since watching Charlotte's Web, like, don't kill a spider in front of me because I will have you.
This is
like,
very
never
interesting.
kill spiders. Like, they're so intelligent and they make beautiful webs. And
flies are dumb. Yeah? Flies are uneducated.
There is absolutely no need for flies on this earth.
I can't believe what you're saying to me right now.
No need.
What else is weird about you? I didn't know this about
No, guys, seriously, it's just going to keep happening. Why?
Yeah, sorry.
But they just love me as well.
So, tell me about Brazil. So this was, for me, was actually a really touching moment because it was the first time when I watched your documentary that I realised, I think it was the first time it hit home, because you can always talk about your experience. I was in this group, I felt this way, I didn't feel this way, I felt undervalued, I didn't feel like I was worthy. And for some people, they're just going to be words because it just looks fun. Yeah. You're at the red carpet, you're wearing this outfit, you're doing this show, you're singing to these people. But when I saw you talk about your experience in Brazil, it was the first time that I was able to actually put myself in your shoes and think, hold on, so this girl has been traveling around the world in this group, super successful, and the first time she's ever felt seen is in 2029, what was it? 2019?
2019.
The first time you've ever felt seen was 2019. And that for me was like, oh, okay, I get it. That must have been...
But that was the moment that I got it as well, because it's like, going through it for so many years, like, is it in my head?
Yeah.
Is this true? Is this really happening? Nah, like, can't be that. Just shut up and get on with it. But then, yeah, the reaction, like the audience, the fans, like being amongst so many black fans as well, like, and just feeling like I was so loved and yeah, for the first time properly seen. And I came off the stage and that night I had some drinks with Jade was there, some of my dancers. And I was just hysterical because it just hit me and it was just like, this is a realisation, like everything that I've been feeling for so long, like it's real. It's always been real. Yeah. And it just needed to happen.
What would you say to those fans now today? You in a space where you are making your own music and you're in the studio and you're telling your own story. What would you love to say to those fans that you saw on that day that were screaming your name in the way that they were?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
There was one fan as well who said to me for the first time, thank you for being such an inspiration to your black fans. And I was just like, I've never heard that before. Like, I've never heard anyone say that. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But like to go for that long, like not feeling appreciated for doing the same job as everyone else and then finally getting that from like so many fans, like thousands, like feet like chanting my name, like it's
mad, isn't it? What do you think your fans now know about what it means to be black that they didn't know before you were able to speak about your experiences?
I think it's like this sense of like for my white fans, like wanting to be an ally and like wanting to like educate themselves and want to learn more and support. And like even when I've got people coming up to me, like white women that have watched my documentary that I would never have thought would have watched it. Yeah. And they're like, we've learnt so much and like your documentary it was amazing. And like even just like middle-aged white men coming up to me and saying that like what you said here and like this really struck a chord, and I'm like, whoa.
Wow. Yeah.
I think it's different, like actually hearing people say it to me, you know, like this actually touched people and people learnt from it. And yeah, I mean, I remember when I first said to my mum that I was going to do like the documentary Race, Pop and Power, and my mum was like, why? Like, no one cares about race. So why, like, I understand why you want to do it, it's amazing, but I'm just being honest with you, no one cares.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, she ain't wrong.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Then, yeah. And then as I started filming it, obviously the movement happened. And then all of a sudden, like, the whole world is talking about race.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, amazing, because for once it was like, you can say how you feel and you can tell the truth and people are going to actually hear and give a shit.
Yeah.
For the first time in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I mean, the fact that that's happening now, it's like, I guess some change is happening.
It is.
Not enough, but you know, it's
change is change, though. It's good.
Yeah. But as for my fans and my white fans, and like the way they all got behind me, and like I was so scared that I was going to speak out and lose my fans and like offend them, and but actually, honestly, they just supported me so much, and can't thank them enough, to be honest.
I hope you realise as well, that's the reason why it's so important that everybody delivers their own message about their own experiences. Because I know there were moments where, you know, it went from you trying to talk about your experiences to people saying, well, you look like this, you're mixed race, you don't get to talk about racism. And it's like, no, actually, everybody has their own journey and experiences of what's happening in their lives. And it's important that we all speak and share.
100%.
Because someone is going to get you, Leigh-Anne, over getting someone else. And that's the most important thing, is that somebody gets it.
Yeah.
That's the goal of all of it.
For sure.
You've been on a crazy journey so far. And you're only 5 years old.
Well, yeah.
Such a young little, you know what I mean? Like, you're so young, and it's like, but it has been such a crazy journey of all these different things that you've gone through. And in the public eye as well.
Yeah, for sure. I feel, there's one thing that no one can take away from me, and that's your experience. And like, who am I to be in this platform and not say what I've felt and what I've been through? Because like, it has helped people, and people that might not have even thought about it, like, from even like saying it to millions of people on TV, like, you know, like, it spread the message. Yeah. And it's all you can do, like, just speak out. And and like, I'm proud of myself for doing that.
Yeah, you should be. It's been crazy. It's been a really wild journey.
It really bloody has.
All these flies trying to attack you. You're like, no, I'm still going to persevere and get through it. One of the things that I find myself stuck in, as we all do, is watching just constant videos. You know, when you just end up deep diving into different topics of things.
Yeah.
I want to know from you, and you can be as honest or as not honest as you like.
Yeah.
Not honest. Did you watch loads of videos about what happens after childbirth? What happens after the babies are out, you've done the pregnancy, and now you have to resume life as a human being? And were there any things that concerned you? Because I asked this question because in a world where you are constantly having to be the face of something and stand in front of the camera and talk to people, I've always been concerned about what happens to me when I now have to give my life to this new person.
Yeah.
And do I get to still be me? Do I get to still... And it's loads of times when you watch videos and different things where it can be quite scary. I don't know if this is your experience.
Yeah.
What was your experience? How did you know you weren't going to lose yourself and find balance in being a mother after giving birth?
I feel like it's changed me for the better. I can't even like put into words what it is. I just think like perspective completely changes. Like the only thing that matters is them, and that's such an incredible way to live, you know? Like the only thing that matters is my family.
Yeah.
And the people that I hold dear and like that I love, like, and them, like, and they're just these little beings that I have to just raise and teach and look after. And I've got anxiety a lot more now, like, since having them. Yeah. Just like, I don't know why, but like, you know, sometimes you get like a ball here, like sometimes I get that. And I don't know if it's like, I don't really know. I'm not sure why it is, but.
And does it happen when you're around them, or is it just your?
Just could be like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just in general sometimes. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, subconsciously I'm just thinking about them and like just wanting them to always be safe and be okay, and like, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely like, it's stressful because, like I said before, like you don't get a manual, like your life's just changed like that, and it's like you just have to kind of work it out and navigate it day by day, but for the better. Like, and like I've surprised myself.
Yeah.
You know, like even just like giving birth. And you just think about that in itself and like, oh, it's just scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like no matter how you give birth, it's just, yeah.
A crazy
One
experience.
thing, yeah, I mean, we are something else. Like women, like what we have to do, what we have to push out of our vaginas or whatever it is, like, oh my gosh, like we are made of steel. And yeah, just, we're phenomenal, man.
Yeah. It's interesting because I think this point in your life is not just about you getting to know yourself, but it's also a lot of people getting to know you. Even the fact that we're in the countryside, I feel like some people may think that you're the city girl that likes to run around on Oxford Street or whatever, but actually this feels like more, this is more you.
Peace and quiet.
Except for the flies.
Oh my, except for the flies. Yeah, but I absolutely love it, man. Where I'm at the minute, it's fields and just silence and no people.
No peoples.
I don't like people.
No peoples.
I don't like people.
What would you say is one thing that people still don't know about you though, if you had to pick?
That's a really hard question. Because I bet all, I feel like anyway,
Yeah.
gosh.
But is there anything that surprises you that you're like, actually, I've been out here 11 years strong, you guys have seen everything about my life and people still don't know that I blank.
That I can sing? How fun is that? No, it's true.
That's like the most obvious thing that I think people know and you're like, actually no.
Yeah, but no, like sing, like I think kind of what I was saying earlier about not being able to see my full potential, like people not seeing it because there's only so much you can show in a group.
Yeah.
But like I also just remember always being called underrated. Oh, Leigh's so underrated, she's so underrated. And I would just be like, well, just rate me. Like, you know what I mean? Like that word would just stick with me, like you're underrated, you're underrated. And I'm like, ugh. And I never really, like, I don't know. It's mad, but then like kind of what do you expect also from someone that literally had their confidence ripped away from them, you know?
Yeah.
And like every time she went to go and do something, it wasn't her full potential because she didn't feel like herself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's kind of, it was like this weird vicious circle to be honest. But
well, people will definitely know now that you can sing though. If there's one thing they'll take away from all of this brand new music is that you can sing very, very well.
I'm excited.
You have a really
for that.
beautiful voice.
Thank you very much.
Really beautiful. I do want to get into this though really quickly. I know we haven't got lots of time. Because I think it's good to be a critic of yourself.
Yeah.
Very important. You can't have your head in the clouds all the time. But I would love to hear from you. With all of the times that you felt undervalued or felt like you weren't worthy, and I know you put in so much work to get to that space, just taking a second to give yourself credit. What are you proud of? What are you proud that you've done? What are you proud that you've achieved? What are the things that actually I worked really hard and I was able to do that? What are some of those things for you?
I mean, I'm proud of everything that like we did as a group. Like so proud.
Yeah.
Like we broke records. We broke so many records. And I do feel like even now it's like sometimes some people don't give us the flowers that we deserve sometimes. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but like we are a female group. Like the odds are stacked against us as it is. And we've come out here and we've freaking killed it. And I just, I'm proud that we stayed as sisters. Like they are my girls and like that friendship, like we couldn't, even if we didn't break the records, even if we didn't like get the number ones, whatever, like we have that unity and that is just something that you can't even buy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a beautiful thing.
But what about you? Yourself?
Okay, me.
Because that's good. What you said is amazing. I'm not taking it away from you at all.
Yeah.
But what about you, Leigh-Anne? Someone that has, like you said, you was in a situation where you went from being the loud school girl to now I've got to like fit into this thing. But actually, there must be something that you've done that you're like, I'm so happy and proud of myself that I was able to do that for myself.
Oh, here she goes, God. I know what I'm proud of. I'm proud of my resilience. I feel like I'm so resilient. And I get that from my mum.
Yeah.
She's so resilient.
Yeah.
Like, she's the most powerful person I've ever met.
Yeah.
Strongest person. So, yeah, that's what I'm proud of. Because I feel like there could have been times I'm like, oh, this is a bit much, or like, this is so deep to understand what's happening to me right now and what I'm feeling. I could have just been like, right, no, let's just not do it. But no matter how much that feeling was there, it was like, you better get back up, you better pick yourself up, and you better go out there and dance like no one's ever fucking seen you dance, or like, you know, like just, yeah, I'm proud of that. Like I never give up. Yeah. Like I genuinely never give up. Yeah. I think that's something to be proud of.
I've been to all the parties. Yeah, there's nothing else that's gonna happen.
I've done it.
Being a pop star, a lot of it is about perfection.
Yeah.
How perfect are you? How perfect do you look? You know, how perfect does your voice sound? You know, everything has to be glossy and shiny and perfect. Solo Leigh-Anne, how imperfect is she gonna be outwardly to the public? Do you still wanna uphold certain things, or are you like tearing all the walls down?
You know what? I'm just gonna be myself. Like, I'm gonna be myself. No one's freaking perfect. Nobody is perfect. Yeah. Okay? It doesn't exist. Yeah. Instagram is not real, you know? It doesn't exist. Yeah. But I think in terms of just like being myself, and like, I'm silly, like I am a little bit weird, like we all are, you know? And I love it. Yeah. And yeah, I love clothes, I love fashion, I love to look good and feel good and put things together, and like, yes, I'll show that, and like there's loads of different sides to me though, you know, and like, and none of it's perfect, so, and yeah, for me it's just not about that. Yeah. I want people to know the real me, and I want to be able to show that and be comfortable with just being who I am. Because I want everyone else to feel like that, you know? Yeah. That's why I love artists like Doja. It's just them. Like, she is...
Don't get me started on that woman.
I feel like I'd be really good friends with her.
So do I.
Yeah.
So do I.
I love her, man.
It always feels weird to get like, I genuinely think me and her would get on like a house on fire. Yeah.
And do you know who else I kind of love for that as well? Anne-Marie. I love how she's just Anne-Marie. Like, she's just her. Yeah. I said that to her when I did the voice for her as well. She's just... She's just a wicked artist.
No pretense.
She's just who she is, and she's fun, and yeah. Like,
and you know what? I think it makes talent shine through even more, because you're not setting this expectation of it's like, no, I'm extremely talented and I'm a normal person, and I'm not ever trying to pretend that I'm something I'm not.
100%.
And I think in that you see so much more in a person, because you respect it.
Definitely.
You respect it. 'Cause it's relatable.
That's
wow. I'm looking forward to Imperfect Leigh-Anne.
Yeah, people want to be able to relate, don't they? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's fast forward 10 years from now. What have you accomplished in your life? What does the next 10 years look like for you? No pressure.
Wow. I mean, I'd love a #1 album.
Okay.
I'd love a couple #1 singles. I mean, it's not about #1s, but it's like, okay, I'm just telling you like what would be ideal.
Do it, say it.
I would like to have sold a hell of a lot of records. I would have loved to have unlocked my potential, you know? 10 years from now, it's like, that girl did her thing. And she didn't hold back. Yeah. And maybe another kid.
Just maybe.
That might be nice.
You really got 2. You're doing all right so far. Yeah. You're ahead of the game, because you had 2 at the same time. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild, that. Maybe we might even be twins again. Never know.
That would be nuts.
Can you only imagine?
Do you think you guys will actually move to Jamaica? I know you love Jamaica more than life itself. Do you think you guys could ever live in Jamaica?
I've already spoken about this.
Oh, is it?
I will be rocking on my veranda, in my rocking chair, eating my good food, growing my own vegetables.
Yes.
Growing my own chickens. I can see it now. Life looks good there, man. Life is good there. Yeah. I can't wait.
Okay.
Could you move? Like, could you move out?
I mean, I haven't been to Jamaica. I'd actually like to go to Jamaica with you, just because I feel like you would give me a really beautiful understanding of the land and where to go.
We should do my album promo together.
Okay.
Let's go.
Fabulous.
We have a really good idea, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can I come to Jamaica, please, with you?
Yeah, I'd love you to come.
Okay, great. I'm there.
Sorted.
Thank you so much. This has been amazing.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry that the flies tried to attack you, but outside of that, and also the whole Rihanna thing, but we'll move past that.
We'll get over it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're the best, bird. Thank you so much. Thank you.